Welcome to our educational channel. In this quantitative aptitude, let us see the topic areas. So here I'll explain all the two-dimensional diagrams like a rectangle, triangle and circle, semicircle. So all those type of questions, and let us see the formulas first. So only two-dimensional problems and two-dimensional diagrams I will discuss in this. Next in volumes we will see other topics. So when you come to these topic areas, let us see some basic formulas are required to do the any type of problem which are related to the area. Now the first one, few formulas I will show here on the board. You can note down, and I'll explain these list also once. This complete list. Formulas will need to understand clearly because you should not by heart the formulas. You need to understand. Then only can remember easily how to remember the formula in easy way. So the first one about the rectangle. Area of the rectangle is length into breadth. Okay, this is the opposite sides are equal and parallel in a rectangle. Four sides A, B, C, D. Area of this diagram is length into breadth. So AB into BC. And from this length is equals to area by breadth because already area is equals to L into B, length into breadth. Same from this one we can find out B value and L also. Breadth is nothing but area by length. Area divided by length, and length is area divided by breadth. Okay, this is the formula. And diagonals, so if you join any two vertices, corners, if you join those, because already A, B, C, D, A is sides, if you join A to C, this is the diagonal. So every rectangle forms a two diagonals, AC and BD, and diagonals are equal here. So diagonals are equal and they'll bisect each other. They'll join to the midpoint. The midpoint is O. To find out this AC diagonal also. So diagonal square, because ABC is a right angle triangle if you observe. So diagonal AC. So AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square according to the Pythagoras theorem. That's what this diagonal square is length square plus breadth square. Okay, that's why diagonal square is length square plus breadth square. And when you come to the area of the square, square is all the sides are equal and they are perpendicular to each other. If you join the diagonals, yeah. So AB CD is a square. All sides are equal. AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. And in this diagonals are equal and they are perpendicular bisectors. They form exactly 90 degrees also. And every angle of the square is 90 degrees we know. So area of the square is side into side, and that is nothing but half d square. If there will be only diagonal, we can find out the area. So even side into side also same, side square. If this is A and this is A and AC is the diagonal D, then according to the Pythagoras theorem, we know d square is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides. D square is equal to A square plus A square. So d square is equals to 2A square. So from this only A square is equals to half D square. Same, that's why area is equals to 1 by 2 into diagonal square. This one. And area of the four walls of the room. So 2 into L plus B into height. The room side. So this same similar type, there are four walls. So 2 into length into breadth. That is the area of the base. So this means perimeter. Perimeter of the square is, so these four sides you need to add. So length plus breadth into 2. Nothing but complete border. Into height is area of the four walls. That is equal to perimeter of the base into height. Same. 2 into L plus B into H is area of the four walls, or 2 into L plus B is area of the base. In this square, area of the base is 4A. The perimeter of the base, A plus A plus A. So 4A into height, also A only. So 4A square. Right. Next, parallelogram. Area of the parallelogram is base into height. Area of the rhombus is half into product of the diagonals. So if you see this rhombus, same similar like square properties, but your diagonals are different. All the sides are equal even in rhombus also. In rhombus, these diagonals, diagonal 1 and diagonal 2, one is D1 and D2. So half into D1 into D2 is the product of the diagonals. D1 into D2 is product of diagonals 1 by 2. This area of the rhombus will apply. Area of an equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 into a square. Side, no? If side is a, that is a square. Equilateral triangle. So all the sides are equal. When you come to equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. To find out this area, this is side or a. Then root 3 by 4 into a square is the area of equilateral triangle. If next one, if ABC are the length of the sides of a triangle, then that means all the three sides are different. We can call it as a scalene triangle. So all three sides are different measurements. Then you can find out the area of this. So one is A, B, C. Then first we should find out S value. S is a half of the perimeter, that is half into A plus B plus C. Then area of the triangle is under root S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Just formulas I am explaining now. Next you will see the problems also. General formula of area of triangle is half into base into height. But base and height are perpendicular to each other. That is important. So if you take the base and height must be perpendicular to each other. So one height should be exactly perpendicular. Now if it is the base and this height. So base and height must be perpendicular to each other. Then half into base into height is area of triangle formula will apply. Now area of trapezium is half into sum of the parallel sides into distance between them. If you see the trapezium, so trapezium is one pair is parallel, another pair is non-parallel. One pair is parallel, another non-parallel is trapezium. Here is which is same, that is parallel sides A and B, and distance between them is if you take D. Then so for this area is equals to half A plus B into H, same that only, half into sum of the parallel sides into distance between them. Right, next when you come to the circle properties, circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. Okay, this is from center to here is radius. So 2 pi r is 2 into pi into r. Pi value 22 by 7 or 3.14 you can take. So value of the pi, you will take 22 by 7 or 3.14. Area of the circle is pi into r square. R is the radius, is the pi is 22 by 7. Next to arc of AB. So if you find out particular arc, length of this arc is 2 pi r theta by 360. So theta is angle, or you can write theta by 360 into 2 pi r, because 2 pi r is the circumference of circle in that some particular part. So theta by 360. That's why 2 into 2 pi r. And circumference is 2 pi r. When you come to the area of the sector, so AOB, this is the sector, some part of the circle from the center. Part of the circle from the center is sector. That is same, theta by 360 into pi r square you can write. This also theta by 360 into pi r square, because pi r square is area of the circle, in that some how much part we need. If it's 30 degrees means 30 by 360th part. 60 degrees 60 by 360, because 360 is the total angle, sum of the angle. Total angle of the circle is 360. Right? And area of the sector is CBO, half into arc AB into R. Even if you not given angle, if you know arc, we can take that, we can write half into L into R. The length of the arc is L. In case the length of the arc is L from A to B, this is L. 1 by 2 into L into R, arc AB into R. So this we can apply for the area of the sector. Okay, these are the basic formulas. So I am showing for the 2 dimensionals, and some more list of the formulas and 3D also is later. Now we'll see the problems. So all the questions will come from these areas, and according to that which formula you need to apply, any modifications to in the formulas, let us see now. In this question, find the area of rectangle, one of whose side is 3 meters and diagonal is 5 meters. Find the area of rectangle. So immediately we should know the formula for area of rectangle. So area of rectangle is length into breadth. But in this problem, they are not given directly length and breadth. So instead of giving length and breadth, only one of whose side is 3 meters. Okay, if you take this side is 3 meters and one more is diagonal is 5 meters. So diagonal is given 5. This is the 5 meters. And property we know. So if you join the diagonal, it forms two right angle triangles. So according to that, we can find out this length. Okay, if this is the breadth and it will be length. If you take this is the length also, this will be breadth. Same. The result will come same. To find out the area of rectangle is length into breadth, but diagonal is given. First, you'll find out the length using Pythagoras theorem. So according to the Pythagoras theorem, square of the hypotenuse. Okay, if this is the ABC triangle, ABCD is a rectangle. ABC is a right angle triangle now. So according to the Pythagoras theorem, AC square, that is hypotenuse square. Hypotenuse is always opposite to 90 degrees. AC square is equals to same. Sum of the squares of other two sides. Here is sum of the squares of other two sides. So AC square, that is 5 square is equals to L square plus 3 square. So using this you'll find out this length. Okay, 25 is equals to L square plus 9. Then L square is 25 minus 9. It's a 16. So L square is 16, but 16 we can write 4 square. So L is equals to 4 meters. So length is 4 meters. That's it. Once if you know this, we can find out the area. It's simple. So because of already we know the formula, area of a rectangle. Area of the rectangle is straight formula, length into breadth. So length we got 4 meters into breadth is already given 3. One of the side, no, there is a breadth. 4 into 3 is 12 square meters. So the area of the rectangle is 12 square meters. If you know the formula directly, you can try to apply. In that what value is required, by observing the diagram we find out another one. So here is the thing main I observe is we need to use the Pythagoras theorem to find out another side, because it's a right angle triangle, right? Let's see another sum. In this question, find the area of square, the length of whose diagonal is 2.4 meters. We should find out the area of the square, but length of the diagonal is given. So length of the diagonal is 2.4 meters. So in this square, all the sides are equal and two diagonals are also equal in this. Okay. So ABCD is a square. So if you observe this, AC is the diagonal is equal. So length of its diagonal is 2.4 meters. We need to find out this area. So as we know, we have the two formulas instead in starting to find out the area of the square. So area of square, one formula is just a side into side or side square. That is a square. If your side is a, the length of the side is a and this also a, small a if you take, then that is area of the square is side square or a square. But is length of the side is not given. So another formula we have to find out the same area of the square, that is half into diagonal square. Half into diagonal square. The diagonal is the d, just half d square is the formula. So if the diagonal is given 2.4 meters, so directly can apply. So which according to the given data, which values are given, based on that you can take straight formula. So you should apply this instead of the first one. So half d square, d is 2.4 whole square. We can calculate this. So 1 by 2 into 2.4 into 2.4, because of whole square, no, it should write 2 times. Then this we can do cancellation to make the problem in simple. Cancellation and do multiply. 1.2 into 2.4, 2.4 whole square, 1 by 2. If you cancel this, 1.2 into 2.4, so you'll get 2.88 meters square. 24 tens to 40 plus 48, right? 288. 12 into 24 is 288. So after 0.1 decimal, after 0.1 decimal here. So total 2. So 2.88 square meters is the area of this square when the diagonal is given. So instead of which formula is, just to account the given data only, you should take the formula. So this formula is need to solve in this. So this is the length of the diagonal, area of the square. Let us see one more problem. Here we can see one more problem which you can apply straight formula. Here is a find the area of equilateral triangle, each of whose sides are 12 meters long. It's in a equilateral triangle. So in any equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal. So every side is same distance. So the distance is 12 meters. So everything is 12 meters. To apply the formula for directly this, we know already in the list of the formulas, area of equilateral. Area of the equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 into side square. Okay, the side if you take it as this is a small a. So a is equal to this. So we can write root 3 by 4 into a square. So we can remember this formula to find out the area of the equilateral triangle when the side is given. So here is side is 12. So we can calculate root 3 by 4 into a square. So 12 square. 12 square, 12 should write 2 times. Root 3 by 4 into 12 into 12. You can multiply this. 4 ones are 4, 3s are 12. Remaining is 3 into 12, 36. So root 3 into 36. Yes, root 3 is a rational number, 36 is a rational number. So what you will write? That is root 3 value 1.732 into 36. You remember some of the irrational number roots. You must remember the square root of 2 is 1.414 and square root of 3 is 1.732. So if the options are given in terms of root 3, we can 36 root 3 is answer. Okay, if the options are not from the rational number, the answer is in rational number, you need to write the value of the root 3 value, that is 1.732 into 36. So you must remember some of the basic square roots. Root 1 is 1 and root 4 is 2 because root 4 is the perfect square, right? And square root of 1 is 1. So at least up to square root of 8 till root 8 you can remember the values, and these are the value for the root 3. Okay, just 1.73 into 36. If you multiply, 62.28 square meters. Distance is given the meters, the length. So answer is in square meters. So area of this equilateral triangle with the side 12 meters long is 62.28 square meters. Let's see another problem. Here the question is find the area of triangle whose sides are 9 centimeters, 12 centimeters and 7 centimeters. So when the sides are different, this is a scalene triangle. So scalene triangle, the three sides are different measurements. So one is 9 centimeters, one is 12 and one is 7. So let us take this 9, 12 and 7. So A, B, C. Okay, if you take this as a small a is equals to 9 and B is 12 centimeters and C is 7 centimeters. So if you are three are different sides, the scalene triangle. So we know area of the triangle with three different sides. That is area of the scalene triangle. So area of scalene triangle is, the formula is under square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Here is a small, this s value is half of the perimeter, that is a plus b plus c divided by 2. That is the value of s. So first of all let us find out this s value. Okay, I am writing here s is equals to sum of this divided by 2. That means half of the perimeter. So that is 9 plus 12 plus 7 divided by 2. You can calculate, you will get the S value now. That is smallest. Okay, 28 divided by 2, it's a 14. So half of the perimeter is 14 centimeters. Now you can substitute here. So square root of S is 14 into S minus A. So 14 minus 9. Separately you can take this. So 14 minus 9. Okay, let me write one more step for clarity. And 14 minus 12 and 14 minus 7. Just you can simplify this, you will get the answer. So square root of, same under square root, 14 into 14 minus 9 is 5, 14 minus 12 is 2, 14 minus 7 is 7. Surely S value will get more compared to ABC because S is the half of the perimeter, right? So you'll never get negative. 14 into 5 into 2 into 7. So here two options. One is we can multiply all and we'll find out the square root, or we can make into parts and we can find out the square root. 14 we can write 2 into 7 into 5 into, there is one more 2 into 7 is there. Okay, 14 I can write 2 into 7 because already 2 and 7 is there, I observed. So based on this, 2 into 2, 2 square. Okay, that value is square root of 4. 7 into 7, 49. So root 49. I'm splitting into separate. And 5 is as is. Or else root 2 into root is 2 also we can write. Or that means root 4 is 2 only. Root 49 is 7 because perfect squares there. Into 5. Okay, this is 7 2s. 14 root 5 is the answer for this because not perfect square this entire. That's why make into the parts. Then you can check because all are you can write into prime factorization, that process. So is the 14 into square root of 5 and that is 14 into root 5 value is 2 point. You need to remember, I said previous problem. So you can try to remember those values. This is a 2.23. Root 5 value, root 3, root 2 values remember. For the problem wise you can use the calculations. 14 into 2.23 is 31.22 centimeters squares. Question is in centimeters. So area of the scalar triangle is 31.22 centimeters squares. So problem applying is easy, but whenever this scalar triangle concept, make into split into parts and find out, it's easily you can get answer. Right? This is the problem based on the area of the triangle when the sides are given in three different. Let's see another problem with some triangles. Now in this problem, find the area of right angle triangle whose base is 6.5 meters and hypotenuse is 9 meters. So it's about a right angle triangle. So if any right angle triangle, we can use the Pythagoras theorem concept also. That is the square of the hypotenuse is sum of the squares of other two sides. So it is only for right angle triangle. In this question, to find out this area, base is 6.5. Base is 6.5 meters and hypotenuse is 9 meters. So area of the triangle or area of the right angle triangle is half into base into height. Height is we don't know because base and height should be perpendicular to each other. So it's starting. So base and height. To find out this height h, we will use the Pythagoras theorem. So that is square of the hypotenuse. So 9 square is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides, h square plus 6.5 square. Yeah, so this you can apply. So from this, h square is equals to 9 square minus 6.5 square. We can calculate this. So then from this, h is equals to square root of 9 square minus 6.5 square and h value. So if you use this, 9 square is 9 into 9, 81 minus 6.5 into 6.5. So 42.25 will get. So if you subtract the both, 38.75, okay, by calculating. 38.75 square root is value 6.22, approximately 6.22. So division method, long division methods are there to find out the square roots. That finding the long division methods to how to find out the square roots using long division method. Some videos are there in our channel. You can go through that and writing answers now directly. 6.22 meters is the height. Therefore, you can find out the area. So area is half into base into height. So base if is a 6.5, then height is what we got now. Height is this. Yeah. So you can calculate half into base is 6.5 into height is 6.22. Okay, just you can calculate, final answer you get. So approximately is 3.11. 6.5 into 3.11. So 20.21 more. So it's in meters square. Because area sides are given meters, area also is in square meters. And especially in this problem to find out the square roots, which is not perfect square, even it's perfect square also. If you don't know the square root of those, there's a long division method concepts. So that concepts you can see from another videos from the same channel. So these are the problems we can solve based on this. Mostly formulas concepts are important first because we need to know the perfectly all the formulas from this two-dimensional diagrams like triangles, all the quadrilaterals, even circle, semicircle, rhombus. So all type of two-dimensional formulas we can go through clearly. Then only we can, because starting again we can note down those. Mostly from those formulas we can see the problems. Two three-dimensional, next in volumes topic we'll discuss later those. Now we can observe some of the formulas, mensuration formulas. I did around 50 formulas throughout geometry. So in this two-dimensional, three-dimensional all together, so we can observe from, in this especially from 1 to till 30 is all the two-dimensional formulas. So from 1 to 30 is two-dimensional and 31 to 50 is the three-dimensional. So from this areas topic already some of the formulas I said in starting, and this is a list. The complete list is this formulas. So we can note down, and in the three dimensions also we'll see the some more problems and how to utilize, especially in the examination point of view. Any examination point of view, these are the 50 list of the formulas from this mensuration like 2D and 3D geometry or mensuration related formulas we can use from this.